I'm counting grass in the silence, watching the clock move no faster. Coffee went cold an hour ago in a cup that I forgot to hold. Just a dull haze in the doorway and a story that's already told. This isn't a fall or a rising, just a steady quiet middle ground. The weight of the air feels heavy, but it doesn't make a single sound. No answers waiting in the dark, no sudden spark to clear the view. Just a long grey stretch of thinking until the morning light breaks through. I could have called someone's number or stare at the ink on the page, but the words feel hollow and thin. It's like a bird that's outgrown its cage. My hands are resting in my lap, the palms are dry and strangely still. I'm not fighting against the tide, I've lost the hunger and the will. This isn't a fall or a rising, just a steady quiet middle ground. The weight of the air feels heavy, but it doesn't make a single sound. No answers waiting in the dark, no certain spot to clear the view. Just a long grey stretch of thinking until the morning light breaks through. There's a comfort in my boredom, a piece of me in small and plain, stripping back the layers of the day, avoiding the heat and the rain. It's not sadness, it's just presence, stripped of the need to be more. Just a figure on the carpet, staring at the gap under the door. This isn't a fall or a rising, just a steady quiet middle ground. The weight of the air feels heavy, but it doesn't make a single sound. No answers waiting in the dark. No. Just a steady, quiet middle ground. The weight of the air feels heavy, but it doesn't make a single sound. No answers waiting in the dark, no sudden spot to clear the view. Just a long grey stretch of thinking until the morning light breaks through. Fading into the fabric, merging with the wood and the stone, sinking deep into the velvet, perfect, refined being alone. Wait for the dust to settle, let the rest of it go. Keep the volume turned down, keep the movement slow. Wait for the dust to settle, let the rest of it go. Keep the volume turned down, break the movement slow. Tracing shadows against a plaster. I'm counting breaths in the silence, watching the clock move no faster. Coffee went cold an hour ago in a cup that I forgot to hold. Just a dull haze in the doorway and a story that's already told. This isn't a fall or a rising, just a steady, quiet middle ground. The weight of the air feels heavy, but it doesn't make a single sound. No answers waiting in the dark, no sudden spark to clear the view. Just a long grey stretch of thinking until the morning light breaks through. I could have called someone's number or stared at the ink on the page, but the words feel hollow and thin, like a bird that's outgrown its cage. My hands are resting in my lap, The palms are drying straightly still. I'm not fighting against the tide. I've lost the hunger and the will. This isn't a fall or a rising, just a steady, quiet middle ground. The weight of the air feels heavy, but it doesn't make a single sound. No answers waiting in the darkness, no spark to clear the view. Just the long gray stretch of thinking until the morning light breaks through. There's a comfort in the boredom, a peace in being small and plain, stripping back the layers of the day, avoiding the heat and the rain. It's not sadness, it's just presence, stripped of the need to be more. Just a figure on a carpet, staring at the gap under the door. This isn't a fall or a rising, just a steady, quiet middle ground. The weight of the air feels heavy, but it doesn't make a single sound. No answers waiting in the dark, no sudden spark to clear the view. Just a long gray stretch of thinking until the morning light breaks through. Fading into the fabric, merging with the wood and the stone, sinking deep into the velvet, perfectly fine being alone. Wait for the dust to settle, let the rest of it go. Keep the volume turned down, keep the movement slow. 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐭 slow. The asphalt wears a velvet sheen, slick with patterns of blue and green. Silhouettes drift through the glass, watching the tinted hours pass. Weightless in the cooling air, searching for a quiet lair. The surface breaks into 1,000 shards, floating past the heavy boulevards, glisten on the hood of the moving car. Catch a night strawberry nectarine, lacking shading lush textures and sunny clarity, without distortion or abrupt changes. Chill pop, dream pop, empty pop, electric prisms in the rain, drowning out the soft refrain. Every glow is magnified, swept away on a rising tide. We're suspended in the haze, lost inside the crystal maze. Polished edges soft and trained, nothing ever stays the same. Mirrors lining every wall, shadows stretching thin and tall. Muffled sounds of a distant hum, waiting for the stars to come. Deepest indigo begins to bleed, filling up the space we need. Liquid prisons in the rain, drowning out the soft refrain. Every glow is magnified, swept away on a rising tide. We're suspended in the haze, lost inside the crystal maze. Polished edges soft and frame, nothing ever stays the same. Treading on the silver floor, asking for a little more. Let the texture wrap around, without a single solid ground. Transparent and serene, somewhere in between. Let them never stays the same. Liquid prisms in the rain, drowning out the soft refrain of your glow is magnified, swept away on a rising tide. We're suspended in the haze, lost inside the crystal maze. Polished edges soft and frame, nothing ever stays the same. Fading into violet, the calmest part of midnight yet. Glimmer on the edge of sleep, promises we're meant to keep. Drifting away in the reflection, tilting faint into heaven and love, sipping away in the reflection. The asphalt wears a velvet sheen, slick with patterns of blue and green. Silhouettes drift through the glass, watching the tinted hours pass. Waiters in the cooling air, searching for a quiet player. The surface breaks into 1,000 shards, floating past the heavy boulevards. Glisten on the hood of a moving car, catching light from very far. Liquid prisms in the rain, drowning out the soft refrain. Every glow is magnified, swept away on a rising tide. We're suspended in the haze, lost inside the crystal maze. Polished edges soft and frame, nothing ever stays the same. Muffled sounds of a distant hum, waiting for the stars to come. Deepest indigo begins to bleed, filling up the space we need. Nothing ever stays the same. Mirrors lining every wall, shadows stretching thin and tall. Muffled sounds of a distant hum, waiting for the stars to come. Deepest indigo begins to bleed, filling up the space we need. Liquid prisms in the rain, drowning out the soft refrain. Every glow is magnified, swept away on a rising tide. We're suspended in the haze, lost inside the crystal maze. Polished edges soft and frame, nothing ever stays the same. Treading on the silver floor, asking for a little more. Let the texture wrap around, without a single solid ground. Transparent and serene, somewhere in between. Liquid prisms in the rain, drowning out the soft refrain. Every glow is magnified, swept away on a rising tide. We're suspended in the haze, lost inside the crystal maze. Polished edges soft and frame, nothing ever stays the same. Fading into violet wave, the calmest part of midnight yet. Glimmer on the edge of sleep, promises we're meant to keep. Drifting away in the reflection. fleet of ships made out of glass. Watch the heavy hours pass. I'm anchored to a quilted shore, wanting nothing, needing more. The silence is a heavy wine pressing on this heart of mine. Softened edges, blurry lines, where the soul and silk intertwines. A quiet garden in the deep, sow with seeds of honest sleep. No more weight to hold me down in this amber-colored gown. In the heart of thick of night, fading islands of soft light, heavy eyelid, silver breath. Everything is still as death. Lo-fi voices in the air, comb me down my tangled hair. Warmth is blooming in my chest, finding what the spirit expressed, fading into indigo glow. Watching all the fever go, drift away, drift away, drift away into the gold. Into the gold. The ceiling turns to liquid gold as velvet shadows start to fall. A heavy blanket on the floor, where sunlight isn't needed anymore. The clock is ticking soft and slow, watching all the embers glow, floating in the sea of plum, until the waking world is numb. Tidal waves of satin lace, drifting through a hollow space. Gravity is just a name. I'm dancing with the candle flame in the honey thick of night, bathed in islands of soft light. Heavy eyelid, silver breath. Everything is still as death. Lulled by voices in the air, combing through my tangled hair. Warmth is blooming in my chest, finding where the spirits rest. Patterns painted on the wall, gently rise and gently fall. A fleet of ships made out of grass, watch the heavy hours pass. I'm anchored to a quilted shore, wanting nothing, needing more. The silence is a heavy wine, pressing on this heart of mine. Softened edges, blurry lines, where the soul and silk intertwines. A quiet garden in the deep, summer seeds of honest sleep. No more weight to hold me down in this amber-colored gown. In the honey thick of night, bathed in islands of soft light. Heavy eyelid, silver breath. Everything is still as death. Lulled by voices in the air, combing through my tangled hair. Warmth is blooming in my chest, finding where the spirits rest, fading into indigo, watching all the fever go, drift away, drift away into the gold, into the gold. The ceiling fan carves shadows on the rock, while coffee steam tea, warm roads and dough. Acoustic ping piano bass of electric bass and muted guitars under lush evolving synths. The ignorant teens are refined high fidelity urban night mood with a gentle four pocket restriction and minimal for processing harmony subtly lift phrases drink contemplative moments keeping energy subdued and inviting while the overall dynamic remains gentle and soothing throughout chill pop smooth pop 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐭 electric piano a fugitive who head away while the days I did move with the warming ultra-daga 또 멀어지는 누이 하면서도 나와 이 설렘이 좋은지 The clock is ticking slower than the pulse in the hollow where the heavy world subsides no pressure now to answer or to act just drifting on the pool of silver tides the distance swells traffic fades away like water draining from a tired shore I live the lock and turn against the latch I don't need any more than what's inside the door this is the grace of being unknown a steady heart inside a house of glass finding the comfort in the undertone watching the heavy hours gently pass I am the pilot of the empty room in the velvet wrap of midnight's velvet bloom safe in the center of the dark alone my phone is face down on the wooden desk the blue light hunger finally goes cold there is a luxury in silence kept a story that doesn't need to be told the walls are painted in the softest gray absorbing every friction of the mind I'm untethered from the frantic pace leaving the frantic gravity behind no mirrors asking who I ought to be no voices guiding out the inner scene just the cooling of the concrete and the stone and the fluid architecture of a dream this is the growth of being unknown a steady heart inside a house of glass finding the comfort in the undertone watching the heavy hours gently pass I am the pilot of the empty room in the velvet map of midnight's velvet bloom safe in the center of the dark unknown low light on the balcony the world is asleep for through and I am exactly where I'm meant to be finally baby finally still finally mine finally mine low light on the balcony the world is asleep for free and I am exactly where I'm meant to be finally breathing finally still finally still finally mine the ceiling fan cup shadows another a touch of dished wind roast an acoustic piano bed soft electric bass and muted guitars under a lush evolving synth the range it maintains a refined high fidelity urban night mood with a gentle four pocket restriction and minute for practicing harmony subtly maintains a refined high fidelity urban night mood with a gentle four pocket brushing in the metamine practices harmony subdued really read found a drain keep the energy subdued and inviting while the overall dynamic remains gentle and soothing throughout chill pops emphasizing gentle shuffle feeling verses spark sharp and beyond heavy will subside, it's sure. I'll leave the lock unturned against the latch. I don't need any more than what's inside the door. This is the grace of being unknown, a steady heart inside a house of glass, fading the comfort in the undertone, watching the heavy hours gently pass. I am the pilot of the empty room, in the velvet wrap of midnight's velvet bloom, safe in the center of the dark alone. From his face down on the wooden desk, the blue light hunger finally goes cold. There is a luxury in silence kept, a story that doesn't need to be told. The walls are painted in the softest gray, absorbing every friction of the mind. I'm untethered from the frantic pace, leaving the frantic gravity behind. No mirrors asking who I ought to be, no voices crowding out the inner seam, just the cooling of the concrete and the stone, and the fluid architecture of a dream. This is the grace of being unknown, a steady heart inside a house of glass, finding the comfort in the undertone, watching the heavy hours gently pass. I am the pilot of free empty room, in the velvet wrap of midnight's velvet bloom, safe in the center of the dark alone, falling face down on the wooden desk. The blue lights on the finally so cold. There is a luxury inside us kept, a story that doesn't need to be told. The walls are painted in the softest gray, absorbing every fiction of a mind. I'm untethered for a fainted pace, leaving the frantic gravity behind. No mirrors asking who I ought to be, no voices crowding out the inner seam, just the cooling of the concrete and the stone, and the fluid architecture of a dream. This is the grace of being unknown, a steady heart inside a house of glass, finding the comfort, the undertone, watching the heavy hours gently pass. I am the pilot of the empty room, in the velvet wrap of midnight's velvet bloom, safe in the city of the dark alone, from his face down on the wooden nest. The blue light hunger finally goes cold. There is a luxury in silence kept, a story that doesn't need to be told. The walls are painted in the silence stone, absorbing any fiction of the mind. I was untethered from the painted gaze, leaving the standard gravity behind. No me is asking who I ought to be, no voice that's crowding out the inner steam, just the cooling of the concrete and the stone, and the fluid architecture of a dream. This is the grace of being unknown, a steady heart inside a house of gas. The coffee has gone cold in this R&B cup. I watch the shadows crawl across the floor. No need to rush or pick the pieces up, just leaning back against the heavy door. The curtains move against the window frame, a subtle shift in air from north to south. I barely can recall the day's own name, or any words that left a tired mouth. All tight in the center of the room, wrapped in a haze of violet and gray. The evening settles in its quiet loom, weaves the fragments of the day away. It's heavy, it's hollow, it's perfectly still, while the cooling concrete breeze outside, following the curve of a distant hill, in a place where the restless can hide. The clock on the wall has a muffled beat, ticking behind the layer of fluffy dust. I hear the muffled friction from the pavement heat, a grinding sigh of lion in a rust. My coat is folded on the velvet chair, the keys are resting on the wooden tray. There's a certain weight within the atmosphere that keeps the frantic world so far away. Low tide in the center of the room, wrapped in a haze of violet and gray. The evening settles in its quiet room and weaves the fragments of the day away. It's heavy, it's hollow, it's perfectly still, while the cooling concrete breeze outside, following the curve of a distant hill, in a place where the restless can hide. No flickering lamp across the hall, no sudden movement in the dark, just the steady leaning of the wall, the dimming of a dying spark. The pulse is slow, the breath is deep, with time. Before the gravity of sleep begins its long and steady climb. No time for restless can hide. Low tide in the center of the room, wrapped in a haze of violet and gray. The evening settles in its quiet loom and weaves the fragments of a day away. It's heavy, it's hollow, it's perfectly still, while the cooling concrete breeze outside, following the curve of a distant hill, in a place where the restless can hide. Cool air on the glass, let the hours pass, dim light on the stone, finally alone, finally alone, finally alone. The shadows crawl across the floor. No need to rush or pick the pieces up, just leaning back against the heavy door. The curtains move against the window frame, a subtle shift in air from north to south. I barely can recall the days or name, or any words that left a tired mouth. Though tight in the center of the room, wrapped in a haze of violet and gray, the evening settled in its quiet loom and weaved the fragments of the day away. It's heavy, it's hollow, it's perfectly still, while the cooling concrete breathes outside, following the curve of a distant hill, in a place where the restless can hide. The clock on the wall has a muffled beat, ticking behind a layer of velvet dust. I hear the muffled friction from the pavement heat, a grinding sigh of iron and of rust. My coat is folded on the velvet chair, the keys are resting on the wooden tray. There's a certain weight within the atmosphere that keeps the transit world so far away. Low tide in the center of the room, wrapped in a haze of violet and gray. The evening settles in its quiet loom and weaves the fragments of the day away. It's heavy, it's hollow, it's perfectly still, while the cooling concrete breathes outside, following the curve of a distant hill, in a place where the restless can hide. The clock on the wall has a muffled beat, ticking behind a layer of velvet dust. Just the steady leaning of the wall and the dimming of a dying spark. The pulse is slow, the breath is deep, a temporary truce with time, before the gravity of sleep begins its long and steady climb. No tide in the center of the room, wrapped in a haze of violet and gray. The evening settles in its quiet loom and weaves the fragments of the day away. It's heavy, it's hollow, it's perfectly still, while the cooling concrete breathes outside, following the curve of a distant hill, in a place where the restless can hide. The clock on the wall has a muffled beat, ticking behind a layer of velvet dust. Cool, cool, cool air, cool, cool air, cool. drifting down a lavender stream in the hollow of a waking dream. The air is thick with a plum-hued peace, waiting for the day to cease. Just a gentle swaying low, warm the violet afterglow. Silver spoons and a porcelain bowl catch the light from a single flame. A peaceful quiet takes its toll, calling every shadow by name. The heavy scent of cedar and sage settles on the open shelf, turning over a finished page to a story told by itself. No sharp edges, no jagged glass, only the haze where the moments pass. Gravity lets the anchor slide into the swell of a purple tide, sinking deep in the velvet fold where the hour feels brushed with gold. Drifting down a lavender street in the hollow of a waking dream. The air is thick with a plum-hued peace, waiting for the day to cease. Just a gentle swaying low in the violet afterglow. Softly now the ink begins to bleed, the only grace we ever need. Folded in the dark, leaving just a spark in the violet night distant. No jagged glass, only the haze where the moments pass. Gravity lets the anchor slide into the swell of a purple tide, sinking deep in the velvet fold where the hour feels brushed with gold. Drifting down a lavender stream in the hollow of a waking dream. The air is thick with a plum-hued peace, waiting for the day to cease. Just a gentle swaying low in the violet afterglow. Softly now the ink begins to bleed, the only grace we ever need. Folded in the dark, leaving just a spark in the violet night. Ink begins to bleed, the only grace we ever need. Folded in the dark, leaving just a spark in the violet night. intricate tie-dance shimmer without cling. A restrained bass underpins the groove. Subtle drum machine with brush feel maintains a 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐭. Lo-fi sits front and center, delivered with intimate breathing, articulation and soft harmonies, layered sparingly to avoid overlap. Diamond mix stays smooth with gentle builds via pad swell and string textures, ensuring a balance mix free of detections. I'm letting the silence settle in deep, letting the morning find its own way before the rest of the world wakes from sleep and complicates the start of the day. There's a comfort in the stillness, in the space between the thoughts, untangling the heavy knots. I'm just breathing in the coolness. Oh, let it be easy for a minute. The weight of the waste, I'm not in it. Just a soulful conversation with the heart, picking the shadows and the light apart, finding a gold in the gray, walking through the quiet of the day. I used to chase the noise to feel alive, running till my lungs were thin and worn. But there's a different way to survive in the softness of the early morn. I don't need the answers carved in stone or a map to tell me where to go. I'm wishing to be happy on my own, in the ebb and the steady flow. There's a power in the pause, taking back the hidden pieces as the inner tension eases, finding beauty without cause. Oh, let it be easy for a minute. The weight of the race, I'm not in it. Just a soulful combination with the heart, picking the shadows and the light apart, finding the gold in the gray, walking through the quiet of the day. No more shouting at the wind, no more fighting where I've been. It's a gentle kind of healing, a shift in every feeling, to skin and bone and soul, finally feeling whole. Oh, let it be easy for a minute. The weight of the race, I'm not in it. Just a soulful conversation with a heart, picking the shadows and the light apart, finding the gold in the gray, walking through the quiet of a day. Work sunlight on the floor, I don't need much anymore. Just this moment, just this keys, watching all the precious seeds, contemplating the light. It's gonna be alright. Watching the steam rise up from the honey bed, while warmth and pads create a spacious atmosphere. Pristine electric guitar and shimmer without clank. A restrained bass underpins the groove. Subtle drum machine with brush feel maintained. Pristine electric sits front and center clink. A restrained bass underpins the groove. Subtle drum machine with brush feel maintains a compact female solo vocal. Feasting lecture moron clear a dream, within and forward read the official. Subtle duet-killing the pipes with G. Start off 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐭, just a start. After leaning, smile eyes won't feel. Muted airy groove with soft hi-hats on the offbeat. Rim click accents sparingly for dictions, artifacts. Lodging of pitch corrections, artifacts. My drums re-up so last 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐭. Lead out my swan feel, muted airy groove. pass on the within the shadows and the coolness, waited the quiet of the day. I used to chase the noise to feel alive, run until my lungs were thin and worn. But there's a different way to survive. In the softness of the early morn, I used to chase the noise to feel alive, run until my lungs were thin and warm. But there's a different way to survive. In the softness of the early morn, I don't need the answers carved in stone or a map to tell me where to go. I'm learning to be happy on my own, in the ebb and the steady flow. There's a power in the parts, tame back the hidden pieces as the inner tension eases, finding beauty without cause. Oh, let it be easy for a minute. Don't wait for race, I'm not in it. Just a soulful conversation with the heart, picking the shadows and the light apart, finding the gold in the gray, walking through the quiet of the day. Warm sunlight on the floor, I don't need much anymore. Just this moment, just this tears, watching all the pressure cease, contemplating the soul, finally feeling home. Warm sunlight on the floor, I don't need much anymore. Just this moment, just this peace, watching all the pressure cease, contemplating the light. It's gonna be alright.
Dashboard closes soft in the hue, just the engine and the thought of you. Tires humming on the darkened lane, distant hills blurred by a silver rain. I shift a gear without a sound, gently gliding through the sleepy town. The air is cold against my palm, everything settles into a steady calm. No destination, no place to be, just the open space and the clarity, wrapped in the velvet of a quiet mind. I can trace your shadow, I can see your smile. Everything heavy starts to drift away into a border of the break of day. Soft and easy, the world is still, just the slope of a rolling hill. Clock on the panel says it's 3:30. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's a comfort in the company. Ooh, of a folded map and a half-filled cup. Watch the horizon slowly waking up. The leather seat feels like a warm embrace, taking the pressure off a daily chase. Wrapped in this velvet of a quiet mind, I can trace your shadow, I can see your smile. Everything starts to drift away into the border of the break of day. Soft and easy, the world is still, just the slope of a rolling hill. No more noise and no more land, only the fragrance of the forest air. I breathe it in and I let it go, moving at a pace that's nice and slow. Yeah. Yeah. velvet of a quiet mind. I can trace your shadow, I can see your mind. Everything heavy starts to drift away into the heart of the break of day. Soft and easy, the world is still just a slope of the rolling hill. Keep the windows down, keep the windows down. Lost and found in the dim light, safe and sound, until the sun turns gold. Till the story's told. Until the story's told. Until the sun turns gold, until the storm is told. The dashboard glows a soft amber hue, just the engine and the thought of you. Tires humming on a darkened lane, distant hills blurred by a silver rain. I've shifted gear without a sound, gently gliding through the sleepy town. The air is cool against my palm, everything settles into a steady calm. No destination, no place to be, just the open space and the clarity, wrapped in the velvet of the quiet mile. I can trace your shadow, I can see your smile. Everything heavy starts to drift away into the border of the break of day. Soft and easy, the world is still just the snow of a rolling hill. Clock on a panel says it's 3:30. There's a comfort in the company of a folded map and a half-filled cup. Watch the horizon slowly waking up. The leather seat feels like a warm embrace, taking the pressure off the daily chase. Wrapped in the velvet of a quiet mile, I can trace your shadow, I can see your smile. Everything heavy starts to drift away into the border of the break of day. Soft and easy, the world is still just the slope of a rolling hill. No more noise and no more glare, only the fragrance of the forest air. I breathe it in and I let it go, moving at a pace that's nice and slow. Your shadow, I can see your smile. Everything heavy starts to drift away into the border of a break of day. Soft and easy, the world is still just the slope of a rolling hill. Keep the windows down, keep the windows down. Lost and found, lost and found in the dim light, in the dim light. Safe and sound, safe and sound until the sun. Till the story's told. asphalt holds the heat of a long afternoon. Counting the cracks in the sidewalk tiles. Shadows stretched in beneath the pale crescent moon. I could walk for 1,000 miles. The storefronts are sleeping behind iron bars, reflecting the glass of a passing train. I'm tracing the patterns of invisible stars through the mist of a light summer rain. My footsteps are heavy but my head feels light. Finding the beauty in the empty spaces. I'm a ghost in the corners of a quiet night, safe from the noise of the crowded places. The traffic is just a low velvet rug somewhere far off on the interstate line. I've got no stories I'm ready to tell, just taking my time to be fine. Moving through the cool dark air, no one looking nowhere to be. Wrapped in the silence, I finally can share with the person I'm starting to see. It's a long way home, but the air is sweet. Tuning out the world for a while, finding my pace on the concrete sheet, walking off a lonely mile. Maybe the answers aren't hidden at all. Maybe they're here in the stillness, watching the leaves of the sycamores fall in a moment of perfect chillness. I don't need a map or a reason to go. The direction is mostly a feeling. Letting the clock on the bank tower so all the rest of my spirit is healing. Moving through the cool dark air, no one's looking nowhere to be. Wrapped in the silence, I finally can share with the person I'm starting to see. It's a long way home, but the end is sweet. Tuning out the world for a while, finding my pace on the concrete sheet, walking off a lonely mile. Turn the corner, climb the stairs. The sky is turning shade of gray, leaving the quiet of the midnight air to face the coming day. Just a walk in the dark, leaving a mark, finding my way back home. The asphalt holds the heat of a long afternoon. Counting the cracks in the sidewalk tiles. Shadows stretched in beneath the pale crescent moon. I could walk for 1,000 miles. The storefronts are sleeping behind iron bars, reflecting the glass of a passing train. I'm tracing the patterns of invisible stars through the mist of the light summer rain. My footsteps are heavy, but my head feels light. Finding the beauty in the empty spaces. I'm a ghost in the corners of a quiet night, safe from the noise of the crowded places. The traffic is just a low velvet swell somewhere far off on the interstate line. I've got no stories I'm ready to tell, just taking my time to be fine. Moving through the cool dark air, no one looking nowhere to be. Wrapped in a Moving through the cool dark air, going looking nowhere to be. Wrapped in a silence I finally can share with the person I'm starting to see. It's a long way home, but the air is sweet. Tuning out the world for a while, finding my place on the concrete sheet. Walking off the lonely mile, turn the corner, climb the stair. Sky's turning shade of gray, leaving the quiet of the midnight air to face the coming day. Just a walk in the dark, leaving a mark, finding my way back home. Ice cubes melting in a half-filled glass, watching shadows on the ceiling pass. 2 a.m. is a heavy weight, caught inside a quiet state. Phone is face down on the floor. I don't look for answers anymore, just the hum of the cooling fan, doing everything I can to stay still. Slow motion in the dark, no flame, just a dying spark. Let the velvet pull me under, away from all the noise and thunder. Lower the frequency, just this gravity and me. No need to find the light in the deep end of the night. Ooh, silk sheets cold against my skin, tracing where the walls begin. Every thought is a liquid blur, moving slower than we were. I'm not waiting for the sun, the race is over, no one won. Just the hollow of a room, wrapped inside this heavy gloom. Slow motion in the dark, no flame, just a dying spark. Let the velvet pull me under, away from all the noise and thunder. Lower the frequency, just this gravity in me. No need to find the light in the deep end of the night. Don't wake me up, don't move the chair, leave the curtains drawn tight, keep the morning out of sight. Sink a little deeper now. I don't even wonder how. Slow motion in the dark, no flame, just a dying spark. Let the velvet pull me under, away from all the noise and thunder. Lower the frequency, that's this gravity in me. No need to find the light in my deep end of the night. Half asleep, ooh, diving deep, ooh, stay down in the gray and the blue. Just passing through, diving through, just passing through. Ice cubes melting in a half-filled glass, watching shadows on the ceiling pass. 2 a.m. is a heavy weight, caught inside a quiet state. Phone is face down on the floor. I don't look for answers anymore, just the hum of a cooling fan, doing everything I can to stay still.
Slow motion in the dark,
No flame,
just a dying spark.
could blur, moving slower than we were. I'm not waiting for the sun. The race is over, no one won. Just the hollow of the room, wrapped inside this heavy gloom. Slow motion in the dark, no flame, just a dying spark. Let the velvet pull me under, away from all the noise and thunder. Noise of frequency, 'cause this gravity and me. No need to find a lie in the deep end of the night. Don't wake the air, don't move the chair. Get the curtains drawn tight, keep the morning out of sight. Sink a little deeper now, I don't even wonder how. Slow motion in the dark, no motions in the dark. Let the velvet pull me under, away from all the noise and thunder. Lower the frequency, 'cause this gravity in me. No need to find a light in the deep end of the night. Half asleep, diving deep, stay down in the gray and the blue, just passing through. Oh yeah, yeah. Just passing through. Ceiling holds a familiar gray, tracing cracks where the light won't reach. A heavy pull in the marrow of the bone. Silence is the only thing left to preach. Finished thoughts hang in the thick air, like dust most trapped in a jar. Counting the hours by the cooling teeth, wondering exactly where we are. And the glass stays clouded, the water doesn't move, just a slow sinking into the velvet, but nothing left to prove. No anchors dragging behind the boat, just drifting where the gravity goes. Deep in the hollow of a quiet mind, where the current never flows. Patterns on the floorboard align, in a language I almost know. Years compressed into a single breath, turning from a shade of pale to blue. The clock has lost its jagged edge, the ticking softened by the trace, watching the ghosts of old intentions assuming all their familiar shapes. There is no fire to keep the warmth, only the steady thrum of the cold. A canvas left without a brush, a story that doesn't need to be told. The walls are leaning in to listen to the sound of a heart slowing down, searching for a solid place to rest before the heavy shadows drown. And the glass stays clouded, and the language I almost knew, just a slow sinking into the velvet, with nothing left to prove. No anchors dragging behind the boat, just drifting where the gravity goes. Deep in the hollow of a quiet mind, where the current never flows. Softening edges, folding in days, cracks where the light won't reach. A heavy pull in the marrow of the bone. Silence is the only thing left to preach. Unfinished thoughts hang in the thick air, like dust motes trapped in a jar. Counting the hours by the cooling tea, wondering exactly where we are. And the grass stays cloudy, the water doesn't move, just a slow sinking into a velvet with nothing left to prove. No anchors dragging behind the boat, just drifting where the gravity goes. Deep in the hollow of a quiet mind where the current never flows. Patterns on the floorboard line, in a language I almost knew, is compressed into a single breath, turning from a shade of pale to blue. The clock has lost its jagged edge, the ticking softened by the drapes, watching the ghosts of old intentions, assuming all their familiar shades. There is no fire to keep going, only the steady drum of the cold. A chemist left without a brush, a story that doesn't need to be told. The walls are leaning in to listen to the sound of a heart slowing down, searching for a solid place to rest before heavy shadows drown and the glass stays clouded. The water doesn't move, just a slow sinking in the velvet with nothing left to prove. No anchors dragging behind the boat, just drifting where the gravity goes. Deep in the hollow of a quiet mind where the current never flows. Softening edges fold in the day, letting the rest of it simply fade. Lower it down. The keys are resting on the marble table. Kick off the pressure and the days are labeled. Glass half full with a deep red pour. Left the noise on the other side of the door. Phone face down, finally out of reach. Just a quiet lesson that the shadows teach. Soft focus on the ceiling above, switching off the push and the shove. Gravity is pulling on my frame, forgetting every face and every name. Unwinding after dark, sinking in the velvet and the spark. Let the clock just be away. I don't need the light of day, just a slow burn in the room. Watch the flowers in the corner start to bloom. Weightless in the black and blue, nothing left to prove. Silk on the skin, a cool relief. The silence is a subtle kind of thief, stealing all the tension from my spine, crossing over that invisible line, where the pulse slows down to a crawl and the shadows dance against the wall. Soft focus on the ceiling above, switching off the push and the shove. Gravity is pulling on my frame, forgetting every face and every day. Unwinding after dark, sinking in the velvet and the spark. Let the clock just bleed away. I don't need the light of day, just a slow burning in the room. Watching flowers in the corner start to bloom. Weightless in the black and blue. Nothing left to prove. No more chasing, no more rain. Just the comfort of this vacant space. Let the midnight wrap around my head. Leave the world outside the thread. Unwinding after dark, sinking in the velvet and the spark. Let the clock just bleed away. I don't need the light of day. Just a slow burn in the room. Watching flowers in the corner are too low. Weightless in the black and blue. Nothing left to prove. Just drift. Let it drift. The world can't wait. It's getting late. So the keys are resting on a marble table. Kick off the pressure and the day's label. Glass half full with a deep red pour. Let the noise on the other side of the door. Phone face down, finally out of reach. Just a quiet lesson that the shadows teach. Start focus on the ceiling above, switching off the push and the shove. Gravity is pulling on my frame, forgetting every face and every name. Unwinding after dark, sinking in the velvet and the spark. Let the clock just bleed away. I don't need the light of day, just a slow burn in the room. Watching flowers in the corner start to bloom. Weightless in the black and blue. Nothing left to prove. Silk on the skin, a cool relief. The silence is a subtle kind of relief, stealing all the tension from my spine, crossing over that invisible line. Where the pulse slows down to a crawl, and the shadows dance against the wall. Soft focus on the ceiling above, shaking off the push and the shove. Gravity is pulling on my frame, forgetting every face and every name. Unwinding after dark, sinking in the velvet and the spark. Let the clock pass, bleed away. I don't need the light of day, just a slow burn in the room. Watching flowers in the corner start to bloom. Weightless in the black and blue. Nothing left to breathe. No more chasing, no more rains. Just the comfort of this vacant space. Let the midnight wrap around my head. Leave the world outside the drain. Unwinding after dark, sinking in the velvet and the spark. Let the clock just bleed away. I don't need the light of day, just a slow burn in the room. Watching flowers in the corner start to bloom. Weightless in the black and blue. Nothing left to prove. Just drift, let it drift. The world can dashboard glow is a casting amber on your skin. We're weaving through the valleys where the trees begin to lean into the shadow of the cooling air. I find it quite silver in the way you stare. No destination mapped upon the glass, just watching all the heavy hours pass. The tides hum a low and steady tune beneath a sliver of a rising moon. My palms are resting light upon the wheel. There's nothing left for us to solve or feel. Moving through the velvet of the dark, tracing out a slow and gentle art. The engine is a pulse against the floor. I couldn't ask for any second more, just to sway and be steady of the glide. With every can be carried tight inside. We've traded all the talking for the sound of wind. I love it. A sanctuary where the world is thin. The clock is frozen at a quarter past. A moment that was never meant to last. But here in the suspension of the drive, it's enough to feel the gravity arrive. Moving from the velvet of the dark, tracing out a slow and gentle art. The engine is a pulse against the floor. I couldn't ask for any second more, just to sway and the steady of the glide. With everything we carry tight inside. Soft and focus on the white lines as they fade. Oh, in the hollow where the midnight rest is laid. Oh, gravity is pulling at the deep, while the rest of every living thing's Moving through the velvet of the dark, tracing out a slow and gentle art. The engine is a pulse against the floor. I couldn't ask for any second more, just to sway and be steady of the glide. With everything we carry tight inside. Drifting so, drifting, nowhere left to go. No, yeah. Just the amber and the gray, just gray. Tuning out the day, in the day. Like the quiet wind. The dashboard glow is casting amber on his skin. We're weaving through the valleys where the trees begin to lean into the shadow of the cooling air. I find a quiet silver in the way you stare. No destination mapped upon the glass, just watching all the heavy hours pass. The tires hum a low and steady tune beneath the sliver of a rising moon. My palms are resting light upon the wheel. There's nothing left for us to solve or feel. Moving through the velvet of the dark, tracing out a low and gentle art. The engine is a pulse against the floor. I couldn't ask for any second more, just to sway in the steady of the glide. With everything we carry tucked inside. We've traded all the talking for the sound of wind. a sanctuary where the world is thin. The clock is frozen at 1:15, a moment that was never meant to last. But here in the suspension of the drive, it's enough to feel the gravity arrive. Moving through the velvet of the dark, tracing out a slow and gentle arc. The engine is a pulse against the floor. I couldn't ask for air, she's second more, just the sway and the steady of the glide. With everything we carry tucked inside. Soft and focused on the white lines as they fade. In the hollow where the midnight rest is laid. Gravity is pulling at the deep, while the rest of every living wing's asleep. Moving through the velvet of the dark, tracing out slow and gentle art. The engine is a pulse against the floor. I couldn't ask for any second more, just the sway and the steady of the glide. With everything we carry tucked inside. Drifting slow, nowhere left to go. Just the amber and the gray, tuning out the day. Further in, let the quiet let the quiet win. Let the quiet win. The coffee's been cold since 10. I'm tracing the grain of the floorboards again, wondering if the silence is a heavy weight or just the space where I learn how to wait. I'm pulling at a loose thread on the road, giving my own shadow a hesitant shrug. There's a map of a ceiling I've memorized behind these tired and wandering eyes. The clock keeps its pace without a sound, while I'm looking for something that can't be found in the cracks of a plaster or the tilt of a door. I'm not the version of me I was before. Oh, it's a long way down to the center of a thought, counting up the battles that I never really fought. Just a slow migration of the soul and the mind, leaving all the easy answers far behind. I'm wading through the heavy, drifting through the deep, promises to myself that I struggle to keep. It's a quiet kind of thunder, a soft kind of storm, trying to find a shape that feels like home. I used to fear the hollow in the chest, now I treat the emptiness like a frequent guest, letting the questions sit at the table, reading the spine of every fable. Is it growth if it hurts in a way you can't name, or is it just the oxygen feeding the flame. I'm a spectator watching the ink as it dries, finding the truth underneath all the guise. It's not a destination, it's a pull of the tide. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The gravity of being, the weight of the air, stripping away every mask that I wear. Until I am liquid, until I am clear, losing the grip on the ghosts and the fear. Oh, it's a long way down to the center of a thought, counting up the battles that I never really fought. Chase the slow migration of the soul and the mind, leaving all the easy answers far behind. I'm wading through the heavy, drifting through the deep, promises to myself that I struggle to keep. It's a quiet kind of thunder, a soft kind of storm, trying to find a shape that feels like home. Just a slow migration, a quiet conversation with the parts of me I didn't know. In the deep, in the slow, letting it go, letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. The coffee's been cold since 10. I'm tracing the grain of the floorboards again, wondering if the silence is a heavy weight or just a space where I learn how to wait. I'm pulling out a loose thread on the rug, giving my own shadow a hesitant shrug. There's a map of the ceiling I've memorized behind these tired and wandering eyes. The clock keeps its pace without a sound, while I'm looking for something that can't be found. In the cracks of the plaster or the tilt of the door, I'm not the version of me I was before. Oh, it's a long way down to the center of a thought, counting up the battles that I never really fought. Just a slow migration of a soul and the mind, leaving all the easy answers far behind. I'm wading through the heavy, drifting through the deep, promises to myself that I struggle to keep. It's a quiet kind of thunder, a soft kind of storm, trying to find a shape that feels like home. I used to feel the hollow in the chest, now I treat the emptiness like a frequent guest, letting the questions sit at the table, reading the spine of every fable. Is it growth if it hurts in a way you can't name? Or is it just the oxygen feeding the flame? I'm a spectator watching the ink as it dries, finding the truth underneath all the guys. It's not a destination, it's a pull of the tide. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The gravity of being, the weight of the air, stripping away every mask that I wear. Until I am liquid, until I am clear, losing the grip on the ghost and the fear. Oh, it's a long way down to the center of a thought, counting up the battles that I never really fought. Just a slow migration of the soul and the mind, leaving all the easy answers far behind. I'm wading through the heavy, drifting through the deep, promises to myself that I struggle to keep. It's a quiet kind of thunder, a soft kind of storm, trying to find a shape that feels like home. Just a slow migration, a quiet conversation with the parts of me I didn't know. In the deep, in the low, letting it go, letting it go, letting coffee shop turned off its sign. A silver glow across the tile, tracing every jagged line. Walking just another mile. The traffic moves like heavy ink. The quiet river made of glass. It gives me time to stop and think, and watch the weary shadows pass. Low tide in the concrete deep. The world's drifting off to sleep. No heavyweight, no frantic grace, just a cool wind on my face. Let the engine noise subside. Nowhere left for us to hide. In the hollow of the night, everything feels almost right. The window shade on every floor. The iron gates are locked up tight. I don't hear sirens anymore, just the breathing of the light. A cooling breeze through alleyways, clearing out the dusty heat. The ending of the frantic days, the steady pulse beneath my feet. Softened edges trading blue, a different color coming through. Without the crowd, without the sound, I finally feel the solid ground. Low tide in the concrete deep. The world is drifting off to sleep. No heavyweight, no frantic grace, just a cool wind on my face. Let the engine noise subside. Nowhere left for us to hide. In the hollow of the night, everything feels almost right. Faded blue, coming through. Just the pulse, steady and true. Let it slide, let it slide, let it go. The coffee shop turned off its sign. A silver glow across the tile. I'm tracing every jagged line, walking just another mile. The traffic moves like heavy ink. A quiet river made of glass. It gives me time to stop and think, and watch the weary shadows pass. Low tide in the concrete deep. The world is drifting off to sleep. No heavy weight, no frantic grace, just a cool wind on my face. Let the engine noise subside. Nowhere left for us to hide. In the hollow of the night, everything feels almost right. The window shut on every floor. The iron gates are locked up tight. I don't hear sirens anymore, just the breathing of the light. A cooling breeze through alleyways, clearing out the dusty heat. The ending of the frantic days, the steady pulse beneath my feet. Softened edges, gray and blue, a different color just the cool wind on my face. Let the engine noise subside. Now we're left for us to hide in the hollow of the night. Everything feels almost right. Faded blue coming through. Just a pause, steady and true. Let it slide, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
The moon is leaning on the window frame, tracing patterns in the dark. The coffee turned cold an hour ago, but I'm still chasing that spark. Silken shadows moving on the wall, softly dancing to the fan. Everything is moving at a crawl, according to the plan. No need to rush the clock tonight. Let the minutes drift away. I'm feeling heavy, feeling light. Somewhere in the gray, low frequency, high vibration, caught inside, sweet sensation. Just a velvet wave of sound, keeping both my feet off the ground. Late night, deep blue, filtering the world through gentle tides and steady beats, finding where the quiet meets. Ice cubes melting in a glass, tapping out a syncopated cold, watching all the heavy feelings cast, lightening the low. The dials turn way down low, just enough to feel the air. Nowhere left that I need to go, I'm already there. No need to rush the clock tonight. Let the minutes drift away. I'm feeling heavy, feeling light. Somewhere in the gray, low frequency, high vibration, caught inside, sweet sensation. Just a velvet wave of sound, keeping both my feet off the ground. Late night, deep blue, filtering the world through gentle tides and steady beats, finding where the quiet meets. The air is thick with lavender and ease, washing over every single thought, swaying like the branches in the breeze, safe within the web that I have caught. Low frequency, high vibration, heart inside, a quick sensation. Just a velvet wave of sound, keeping both my feet off the ground.
She's leaning on the window frame, tracing patterns in the dark. The coffee turned cold an hour ago, but I'm still chasing that spark. Silken shadows moving on the wall, softly dancing to the fan. Everything is moving at a crawl according to the plan. No need to rush the clock tonight. Let the minutes drift away. I'm feeling heavy, feeling light. Somewhere in the gray. Low frequency, high vibration, caught inside a sweet sensation. Just a velvet wave of sound, keeping both my feet off the ground. Late night, deep blue, filtering the world through gentle ties and steady beats, finding where the quiet meets.
Ice cubes melting in the glass, tapping out a syncopated chord, watching all the heavy feelings pass, lightening the load. The dial is turned way down low, just enough to fill the air. Nowhere left that I need to go. I'm already there.
Nowhere to rush the clock tonight. Let the minutes drift away. I'm feeling
Heavy, feeling light.
somewhere in the gray. Low frequency, high vibration, caught inside a sweet sensation.
Just a velvet wave of sound,
Keeping both my feet off the ground. Late night, deep blue, filtering the world through gentle ties and steady beats, finding where the quiet meets. The air is thick with lavender knees, washing over every single thought, swaying like the branches in the breeze, safe within the web that I have caught. Low frequency, high vibration, caught inside a sweet sensation. Just a velvet wave of sound, keeping both my feet off the ground. Late night, deep blue, filtering the world through gentle ties and steady beats, finding where the quiet meets. Drifting on, falling song, just me. Stay here till the sun is near. Just me and you. Stay here. Just me and you till the sun is near. The ceiling fan spins a slow circle, tracing shadows on the every wall. We're sitting cross-legged on the duvet, watching the hour hand begin to crawl.
You're tracing patterns on your palm, telling me things you never said, filtered through the quiet of the room, while the rest of the world is tucked in bed.
No pressure pressure in the atmosphere, just the weight of being here. The traffic outside is a ghost of a sound, safe in the silence we found. This is that low fidelity feeling, heavy eyelids and truths revealing. 2 a.m. is the only time we're honest, keeping every soft spoken promise. Just a deep breath and a steady beat, cool air cutting through the summer heat. Set thoughts in a darkened space, finding our pace, finding our place.
The ice is melting in a glass on the floor, but we are thirsty for anything more than the way your voice drops an octave low, telling me secrets only I get to know.
The blue light from the kitchen screen is the only glow that can be seen. We are looking for a way to escape, just letting the moment take its shape. No pressure in the atmosphere, just the weight of being here. The traffic outside is a ghost of a sound, safe in the silence we found. This is that low fidelity feeling, heavy eyelids and truths revealing. 2 a.m. is the only time we're honest, keeping every soft spoken promise. Just a deep breath and a steady beat, cool air cutting through the summer heat. Shared thoughts in a darkened space, finding our pace, finding our pace. The clock keeps ticking but the time stays still. If the sun never rose, I think we'd have our fill of the unsaid becoming the spoken. The barrier's finally broken. Just me, just you, just seeing it through, just seeing it through. This is that low fidelity feeling, heavy eyelids and truths revealing. 2 a.m. is the only time we're honest, keeping every soft spoken promise. Just a deep breath and a steady beat, cool air cutting through all my heat. Shared thoughts in a darkened space, finding our pace, finding our pace. They're finding our pace in this darkened space. Midnight gravity, just you and me. Don't wake up yet, don't wake up yet.
The ceiling fan spins a slow circle, tracing shadows on the ivory wall. We're sitting cross-legged on the duvet, watching the hour hand begin to crawl. You're tracing patterns on your palm, telling me things you've never said. Filtered through the quiet of the room, while the rest of the world is tucked in bed. No pressure in the atmosphere, just the weight of being here. The traffic outside is a ghost of a sound, safe in the silence we found. This is that low fidelity feeling, heavy eyelids and truths revealing. 2 a.m. is the only time we're honest, keeping every soft-spoken promise. Just a deep breath and a steady beat, cool air cutting through the summer heat. Shared thoughts in a dark space, finding our prey.
The ice is melting in a glass on the floor, but we aren't thirsty for anything more than the way your voice drops an octave low, telling me secrets only I get to know. The blue light from the kitchen screen is the only glow that can be seen. We aren't looking for a way to escape, just letting the moment take its shape. No pressure in the atmosphere, just the weight of being here. The traffic outside is a ghost of a sound, safe in the silence we found. This is the low fidelity feeling, heavy eyelids and truth revealing. 2 a.m. is the only time we're honest, keeping every soft-spoken promise. Just a deep breath and a steady beat, cool air cutting through the summer heat. Shed thoughts in the darkest space, finding our pace. The clock keeps ticking, but the time stays still. If the sun never rose, I think we'd had our fill of the unsaid becoming the spoken. The barrier's finally broken. Just me, just you, just seeing it through. And truth revealing. 2 a.m. is the only time we're honest, keeping every soft-spoken promise. Just a deep breath and a steady beat, cool air cutting through the summer heat. Shared thoughts in a darkened space. Yeah, we're finding our pace in this darkened space. Settled on the stove, the tea is cooling in the pot. A lowly corner of the room is every single thing we've got. Oh, the rain is blurring out the glass. Oh, the clocks are heavy on the wall. We're watching all the hours pass with nowhere left to go at all. Stay right here inside the grave, where the shadows lean us way.
let you know. It's just the way the cooling goes. The softest place for us to go. All the winter garden snow. Stay right here inside the drain, where the shadows meet and sway. Not a word we need to find. Leave the busy world behind. Just the velvet of the air, knowing that you're sitting there in the quiet and the deep before falling into sleep. Close the book, and the light, rest your head against the night. The day is gone, the room is still. Let the darkness have its will. Just a prayer, just a pause, just because, just because, just because, just because.
The kettle settled on the stove. The tea is cooling in the pot. A lonely corner of the room is every single thing we got. The rain is blurring out the glass. The clocks are heavy on the wall. We're watching all the hours pass, but nowhere left to go at all. Stay right here inside the grave, where the shadows lean and sway. Not a word we need to find. Leave your busy world behind. Just the velvet of the air, knowing that you're sitting there in the quiet and the deep before the falling into sleep. I turned the lamp down to a glow, a pool of amber on the floor. The tide of evening moving slow against the wood of every door. You're humming something old and thin. I'm leaning back to hear the tune, letting all the silence in beneath the hidden heavy moon. Stay right here inside the grave, where the shadows lean and sway. Not a word we need to find. Leave the busy world behind. Just the velvet of the air, knowing that you're sitting there in the quiet, in the deep before the falling into sleep. No need to stir the embers now. Let the fire finish out its part. A gentle rest upon the brow, a steady pulse within the heart. It's not a celebration, no. It's just the way the cooling goes. The softest place for us to go are the winter garden snows. Stay right here inside the grave, where the shadows lean and sway. Not a word we need to find. Leave the busy world behind. Just the velvet of the air, knowing that you're sitting there in the quiet and the deep before the falling into sleep. Close the book and dim the light. Rest your head against the night. The day is done, the room is still. Let the darkness have its will. Just a breath, just a pause, just because, just a pause, just because. Just a pause, just because, just a pause, just because. Just a pause, just because. Clock face ticking in a velvet room. Shadows dancing on the ceiling tiles. Your voice through the receiver, traveling across the mile.
I'm leaning back into the leather chair, sipping something vintage, sweet and slow. Filtering the world outside, keeping everything on the low.
The dial tone is a lullaby.
Frequencies aligning in the dark.
No need to rush the silence.
Just let the embers find a spark. Soft focus, heavy on the soul, flowing in this midnight radio. Two spirits drifting on a signal stream, real life blurring with a waking dream. Hold the line, don't let the feeling fade. Best connection that we never made.
Smooth as the wine in my glass, watching the hours pass.
Tell me about the thoughts you keep tucked away, the ones that only surface after three.
I'm listening to every breath. Your honesty is keeping company with me.
No pretension, just a raw design of two people woven in a thread.
Forget the noise of yesterday and every word we should have said. Dial tone is a lullaby.
We can see the lining
In the dark, don't need to rush the silence.
just like the embers find a spark. Soft focus, heavy on the soul, floating in this midnight radio. Two spirits drifting on a signal stream, real life blurring with a waking dream. Hold the line, don't let the feeling fade. Best connection that we ever made.
Smooth as the wine in my glass, watching the hours pass.
Maybe it's the gravity
Ooh,
pulling us together through the air. Maybe it's the chemistry
ooh.
of knowing that you're really there.
In the quiet of the 2 a.m., the truth is easier to find. Leaving all the heavy weight of the restless day behind.
Soft focus,
Heavy on the soul,
floating in this midnight radio. Two spirits drifting on a signal stream, real life blurring with a waking dream. Hold the line, don't let the feeling fade. Best connection that we ever made.
There's the wine in my glass, watching my hours pass.
Keep talking low,
Don't let it go.
just stay right here.
While the stars are clear.
Right.
Late night,
So rise, connection stay.
in a purple haze,
Stay on the line.
oh. Connection stays in a purple haze. Stay on the line. Clock face ticking in a velvet room, shadow dancing on the ceiling tiles. Your voice through the receiver, traveling across the miles. I'm leaning back into the leather chair, sipping something vintage, sweet and slow, filtering the world outside, keeping everything on the low. The dial tone is a lullaby, frequencies aligning in the dark. No need to rush the silence, just let the embers find a spark. Soft focus, heavy on the soul, floating in this midnight radio. Two spirits drifting on a signal stream, real life blurring with a waking dream. Hold the line, don't let the feeling fade. Best connection that we ever made. Smooth as the wine in my glass, watching the hours pass. Tell me about the thoughts you keep tucked away, the ones that only surface after free. I'm listening to every breath. Your honesty is keeping company with me. No pretension, just a raw design of two people woven in a thread. Forget the noise of yesterday and every word we should have said. The dial tone is a lullaby, frequencies aligning in the dark. No need to rush the silence, just let the embers find a spark. Soft focus, heavy on the soul, floating in this midnight radio. Two spirits drifting on a signal string, real life blur with a waking dream. Hold on, don't let the feelings fade. That's the connection that we ever made. Smooth and a wine in my grind, watching the hours pass. Maybe it's the gravity pulling us together through the air. Maybe it's the chemistry of knowing that you're really there. In the quiet of the 2 a.m., the truth is easier to find, leaving all the heavy weight of the restless day behind. Soft focus, heavy on the soul, floating in this midnight radio. Two spirits drifting on a signal stream, real life burn with a waking dream. Hold the line, don't let the feeling fade. Best connection that we ever made. Smooth as the wine in my glass, watching the hours pass. Keep talking low, ooh, don't let it go. Just stay right here while the stars are clear. Late night, sunrise, connection stays in a purple haze. Stay on the line, connection stays in a purple haze. Stay on the line, connection stays in a purple haze. Stay on